Well, protesters in the South Bay are calling for immigration and customs enforcement to end current deportation operations here and across the country.
¡ICE! ¡Escucha! ¡Estamos en la lucha!
A couple dozen people gathered for the march and rally yesterday. It started at Mexican Heritage Plaza and ended at the Story and King Road intersection. This demonstration also marks the 55th anniversary of the Chicano moratorium, when at least 20,000 people protested in the 1970s in solidarity with the Vietnamese community during the Vietnam War.
Overseas, a lot of Chicanos were being sent in the front lines and disproportionately were dying in the Vietnam War. So back in LA, Chicanos protested. It was an anti-war movement. It was also an anti-police brutality movement.
A study by one of the nation's leading Latino educators, the late Professor Ralph Guzman, suggests Latinos made up nearly 19% of the U.S. troops killed in Vietnam, when they only made up 10% of the national population at the time. The East Palo Alto woman who fainted during an ICE arrest last week has been released from the hospital. South Bay Congressman Sam Liccardo says Alineda Yeni Rodriguez was taken into custody from a federal detention center in Bakersfield, and is where she is now after being discharged from Stanford Medical Center. She was arrested last week for overstaying her visa. ICE agents were outside her hospital room, and there are reports that her family was not allowed to visit her for most of the week. A historic agreement in Sacramento could mark a major turning point now for rideshare drivers across California. While AB 1340 has not yet passed, it would allow Uber and Lyft drivers to unionize and bargain collectively, something they've been fighting for the past several years. More than 800,000 rideshare drivers in California say their earnings have dropped dramatically in recent years. They're forced to work longer hours to make up for it.
My online time is like almost 10 hours right now, and my driving time is only 2 hours. I make only 4 rides. I only make like $81. We have to put our gas, we have to do our mileage, and like our cars is depreciating fast, you know, so it's a total loss.
The bill would also lower their insurance requirements, which could lower fare costs for riders. The bill is supported by both Lyft and Uber. If passed, drivers could choose whether or not they want to join the union.